This is the COOAU 2K resolution PTZ security outdoor wireless camera. This has a built-in battery which is rechargeable. This is a 2.4G wireless camera with PIR motion detection, so it will film you at night. It has 4x digital zoom and two-way audio so you can talk to the person and hear the audio back on the app. This camera pans and tilts, which you can control remotely via the app. It can pan, as in turn left and right, 355 degrees, and it can tilt up and down up to 90 degrees, which we'll have a look at a bit later. It has an IP66 rating, so it's suitable down to -20 degrees and for temperatures up to 50 degrees. The aerials on the camera can be rotated, and when mounting the camera you have this little template to stick to the wall to show you where to drill the holes for this bracket here. Once we screw this to the wall, we can simply slide the camera onto the bracket and give it one hard push to click into place. Here's the wall plugs and screws. Here's the micro USB to USB charging cable. This will charge the battery in the camera, whether you're taking the camera down to charge it or leaving the cable in the camera powering it up. On the front you have the camera, LED lights, infrared lights and the sensor. On the bottom we have the power button, reset button and a slot for our micro USB card. And this camera supports up to 128GB SD card, which is not included. There is a 7-day trial cloud storage, but then you will need to pay a subscription after that point. Now we've unboxed the camera, we're going to charge it up. First it will show an orange light, and then once it's charged it will show a blue light. Then hold down the power button for 4 seconds, and then you should see an orange flashing light on the front of the camera. Now we're going to install the app. Now we're going to install the COOAU Cam app, I think that's how you pronounce it. Then you're going to follow through these steps. Here we're going to click on sign up at the bottom, select your country and email address, put in a nickname and then create a password. Now in this next step we're going to press the plus symbol, then battery camera, and here it's telling you to hold down the power button for 4 seconds and you should see the flashing orange light. If you don't, hold down the reset button, then click next, select your Wi-Fi router and put in your password, then click OK. Now we're going to hold the QR code displayed on our phone 5 to 8 inches away from the camera lens. Once the camera reads the QR code, the app skips to the next page. It says here keep your camera and your phone close to the router. Now the device is found, we have our camera, press done.
Put camera and phone at the place of camera installation, press next to enter network diagnostic.
Mount your camera where you want it and it will show you the signal at that spot. Press next and then done. Here we can now see the camera, our bitrate, our Wi-Fi percentage and our battery health. Here we have the option to be on the live, the history or the cloud. We can check out the settings, we can rotate the camera, we can manually record or take a photo. Now let's have a look at installing this onto the wall. For these wall plugs and screws that come with the camera, I use a 5.5mm drill bit, which is a masonry 5.5mm drill bit, and drill in the depth of the wall plug. This template I could have stuck to the wall, but I just hold it in place, mark the wall a little bit, remove the template and then drill the hole deep enough for the wall plugs to go into. Now you see the camera simply slides onto the bracket and then you'll push hard and it will click into place. And to remove it I just give it one good pull and it comes off. I didn't see any safety screw to secure that this can't be taken down. This may be something I look to put my own screw into, but it is easy to take down and charge. This camera is going to record the footage to the micro SD card or record to the cloud if that's an option you've gone for. You can only access this footage on your phone if the camera is turned on or in range. So if this camera is stolen or it's turned off, you won't be able to access the footage via the SD card. But when recording to the cloud, you'll already have that footage saved. You can record in full HD or just SD. You can record what's on the screen by pressing the record icon and that will save to your album. Or press the camera icon to take a photo and hold down the mic icon to talk out to the camera and the speaker icon to hear the sound. Now we're going to test the mic. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
The two-way audio is pretty good. Plays your voice out quite loudly from the speaker on the camera.
Can you hear me?
And the volume of the speaker can actually be adjusted in the settings also. Here we have the toggle where we can pan, tilt and zoom by pressing the left, right, up and down arrows. The way I did it was just to tap on the screen a few times and have the camera move section by section. Here I have the camera outside, yet the router is on the other side of the house. the signal wasn't great, so I'm going to get a Wi-Fi extender to improve the Wi-Fi signal for this camera. But I found if I took the camera out of full HD and put it into SD, it was easier to control the camera and keep a better signal without any issues. So if you're experiencing any lagging, change it to SD and it will probably improve. I like the nice wide angle view. It seems to cover most of the garden, and anyone coming in and out of the garden will be captured from this camera. I know some cameras have a solar panel plugged into them to help charge the battery, so this might be an option for me and something I'm going to look into. Now here you can see the picture quality in SD. Now here's the quality in full HD. You can see a difference in the picture quality. Now here you can activate the cloud. Here we got the history. We can check your footage or go across to live to view the camera in real time. Most of the time I'm looking at the history with the motion detection and seeing what was recorded from the movement seen in the garden from the camera. Here you can scroll through all the different times and see all the red lines where a section was recorded. You can set the app to notify you when it sees movement on the camera, or if this goes off all the time as you'll be out in the garden, you can turn the notifications off. But with motion detection on, it will still record that footage from the motion detection. And here's some more of the footage captured to the micro SD card. Here you can see in the history of the motion detection the different days that you can scroll through and then scroll up and down and see what footage is captured. And if you hold down the record button and then press again to stop, whether this is recording a live footage or press and record on a video that you're watching back that was saved earlier on in the day, those videos will be saved in your album section and saves the video directly to your phone. Now we're looking at the settings. We can choose to receive alert notifications. This is the basic functions. Here's the power management. We can also see the percentage of your battery life. Here we have some options to do some power saving if we'd like to. And then we're going to have a look at the motion detection. You can choose to have this turned on or off, or adjust the sensitivity. Here we can choose to have a warning sound and also the LEDs to strobe light, looking to shock and warn an intruder. Now we're looking at alarm area, where we can colour in the squares of where we want the camera to detect movement. So anything outside of that you won't be alerted, and inside of that you'll be notified. So you can pick your areas. And here we can format the SD card if we need to. And here we can set up the cloud, which I'm not using, but you would have that footage saved even if the camera's taken. Now we're going to look to set up a second person, so a second user to access the same camera. And you're going to follow through these steps. You're also going to need to sign them up to the app. For this I use their own email address, their own password, and follow through these steps. At this I go down to the Me in the bottom right corner. This shows me my profile, and here I can click on the name at the top, take me to this page, then click on my QR code. And this is the QR code on the second phone, which I'm now going to use the first phone that's already got the camera set up. I then press on scan QR code and scan the QR code of the second phone, which then shows me their name, and I can press share and click add. On the second phone I just go back and go back and go back until I can see device in the bottom left corner. Press that and now we can access the camera. Click on the image and it will display. Now you can see that both phones can access the same camera. So just to show you more information in case you want a little read, here's a flick through the manual. Pause and read any section. I'll leave links and information in the description below. Feel free to leave any comments or messages, or let me know what camera you're using at the moment. Like and subscribe. Welcome to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.